to go live. I was trying to put a title on, so I don't even know if this has got a title. Trying to sort the lighting out. Trying to just sort this out basically. So I'll have to do. Lighting's really bad though. Can I move it up without this falling over? Let's see. I am early. Yeah, a few minutes early, but that's okay. Which lighting? Don't know. Don't even know what I'm doing with this. Oh, no. That one. Anyway, I'll have a mess of it while I'm waiting. I don't know if this is supposed to. Is this supposed to be higher? Or maybe that's supposed to be higher. I don't know. I don't know. To me, the lighting looks really weird, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Is it? Oh no. Yeah, that'll do. I wrote a few little notes just to remind myself what I'm talking about, even though I'll just yak anyway. But I'll just do a little bit of crochet while I wait to see if people come in, because I did say 8 o'clock and it's a few minutes to. I'm just crocheting. I'll show you what I've actually made. I'm doing a second one in this green forest green, earthy green. Hi Faylight, how are you? Oh, I've lost the end of it. Where is it? Oh yeah, I'm in the middle somewhere. Just give it a few minutes. Thanks for saying hi. I like to know people are there. See if people come in anyway. My hair looks purple. It's so not purple. Hi Stephanie, how are you? Oh, I've got stuff to say about over there. Anyway, I've not really been looking at a lot, to tell the truth. I just feel like hibernating. It's that time of year. Though it's not really that cold at the minute. We're in November. We went for a country walk today with the dog and Finn. And it was just lovely to see all the autumn colour trees, and the leaves on the trees, the sun. It was lovely. We went down near a little stream, and I was stood on a rock, sat on a big rock, just with the sun, looking at the sun. Like, it's not even that cold. Yeah, I'm well. Hope you are too. So we'll see if we get some people in. I was just messing around with the camera then. I don't even know if this video's got a title on it when it goes up, because I was trying to faff around with that. And the next minute it was going live. I was like, oh, it's definitely a shit show for sure. It's definitely a shit show. I'll tell you about one of them shit shows in a minute. We've got somebody there. Hi. No, that this channel's for kids, because I don't look like a kid. I'm not saying it is, I just can't see properly. But yeah, but I'll tell you one of the shit shows I've seen over there in a bit. Just letting the movie roll on, the greatest show on earth. Oh, get your popcorn in, folks. Get your popcorn in. Get your popcorn in. No, I don't. I don't know India. But yeah, I mean, I know it as a place. I don't know it. I haven't been there. But yeah, well, stay tuned. But yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I talk about a mixture of things, from art to politics. So it seems like politics, but it's not really politics. It's just what's going on in the world. But yeah, it's not really political. It's about what's wrong and right. Let's face it. Wrong and right. Humanity's winning. Doesn't look like it to some people, the doom and gloomers, because they don't really understand what's going on in this spiritual war. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so what time are we on? I'm crocheting. This is going to be a bag. Doesn't look much, but I'll show you the one I've been making. Now, I've probably said this, I've realised over time, my artwork is very, it's nearly 8 o'clock, it's about 1 minute off. Very whimsical. I like whimsical, magical sort of, I don't know what you'd call it. I call it whimsical, different, unique. out of the box. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I'm making a bag for a friend's birthday. She doesn't watch this channel, so I hope she doesn't. If she does, then don't be looking. And we're all going out for a meal at the end of this month. And I need to go and grab one actually. Let me go and grab one of my purses because that's in with the conversation. I'll get onto the conversation about other stuff in a minute. So anyone in chat, if anyone comes in and sees that I'm not here, I'm just going grabbing something from downstairs. Whew. Right, I'm back. So, yeah, what was I talking about? So, yeah, making a bag for a friend. Because she likes the stuff that yeah, you're from India. Hello from India to India. She got a purse off me ages ago that I made and hand beaded, and she loved it. And she wanted me to make some for some friends. Which one of them I've nearly finished. This is, I don't know if you can see. It's like an eye, a flower with an eye. It's got a little elephant on there. Initial says love and light round there. I'm still working on my evil eye one. Evil eye. This one, I've just started working on the back because it was this all just beaded like. And this cowrie shell one, I've not finished. It'll just be like this, got crystals in there as well, and it'll be beaded on the other side. But it's because I just got a message off a friend today, another friend that asked me to bead a purse for a friend's birthday because she saw the one I did for my friend, which was similar to the eye one there with the flower. And she said, oh my God, it's so lovely. She said, could you do one for a birthday? Because she'd really love one off you. So I made it. I finished it. I did show it on here a few weeks ago. Thank you. Thank you, Faye. And it was a birthday at the end of the month. And I'd not heard from her. I wasn't expecting to hear from her, but I thought, I wonder if she got it. I hope she liked it. I got the text today and I'll read it out. And this is what gives me joy. I'm like, oh, that's what makes me happy. Not because someone just purchased it, someone actually loves the work of the detail that I put into it. Because the friend who sort of commissioned me to do it, she was like, you know, the detail you put into it, oh my God, I can't believe it. She'll absolutely love it. Anyway, I got a text through today, only about an hour ago or something, saying, she put, oh my God, you are so talented, really, blown away, so personal and beautiful. Because the friend said, she likes these colours, but just do what you think for her, what you think she'd like, you know, like intuitively, which is what I normally do anyway. So personal and beautiful and such a surprise. Can't stop looking at it. Thank you so much. And she put kiss, 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 kiss. And I was like, oh, I'm glad you really liked it. And she put so much. That makes me really happy because I spend a lot of time on these things. So another friend whose birthday it is, I'm making something for her. She had a purse as well, but I'm thinking, I just make things. I think I hope they like it. I know she likes green, but so I'm doing another one. I've started another one. I'm going to do a few, but the other ones might be a little bit bigger. But I've done her a sort of like, it's going to be like just a little crossbody bag, little bag that will fit like your purse in, your phone, and a lipstick or something. It's not massive. It's just like a little one. So it's got the strap on it. And then it is, I mean, you could take it off. I could attach another little strap on there so you could have it as a little clutch bag. You could have it either way actually. But this, what I'm doing is, it looks a bit weird at the minute because it has this chain that goes inside and it'll be lined. It's not lined yet. It'll be lined because I have these in my bags that I make as a keyring hook there, so you hook your keys on and you don't lose your keys, and it's connected. It's not going to fall out. It will have a zip on the top as well, and it'll be lined. And all I'm doing at the minute is I've put all these tassels on, and I'm beading every tassel. So these are too long at the bottom. I've not cut them. They're the same as the sides. Um, but I'll have to show you when it's done because it looks a bit weird at the minute. And then I've got these like hand. This is what I mean about whimsical, weird flowers with eyes on, which I always see as like consciousness, and they'll be on the back as well. So can you imagine? They're so different and unique. I just come up with this intuitively and think, yeah, and I just think it's really cute. So in this light, it probably isn't showing properly. I have to show you in daylight properly. Love your lip line. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got like Wonder Skin, is it called? It's smudge proof. It's great. It's like a brownie colour. I'm a bit of a well, I am a 90s girl, but 90s lip liner. Couldn't get away from Cappuccino by Rimmel, but it moves. This one doesn't move. It's a bit lighter than that, but yeah. So thank you. Yeah, so I don't know. I personally think it's cute, and I do believe if you create things that you really love doing and you really like, there are people in the world that will like your stuff as well. You know, you might think, oh, it's maybe because I just like it. No one else will. There'll be people that like your stuff. And like I said, I love doing embroidered eyes because they're all in these bits. This is crochet, and this is embroidered. Like big, my big, my big pink bag that I did for my holidays, which I absolutely love. But I can't remember what yarn this was. With my eyelashes on the bottom and my handmade keychain, which also her bag will be coming with. I made this a while back and thought, I don't know what it will go with because it's green. But I made this keychain, bag charm keychain, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, made with love, definitely made with love. Yeah, a lot of work and love put into it. Let's see, which way does it go? That way. That way. See, it just clips on, so you can clip your keys onto it, or it's a bag charm, whatever you want it to be. And it's got this embroidered eye. I have shown this before, and these beads on. It says something on it. It says, what did I put? Love and peace. And I thought, yeah, that I think if she had that as a gift with her bag, can you imagine receiving a handmade bag, crochet bag for you, and then I'll do the back, and it'll have a lining, and then this one's silver, this is gold, but it doesn't really matter. I can swap it actually. And then she's got like this keychain, this to put her keys on, or she can clip it on the side of the bag because they just clip on, and it'd be, because it's green, it sort of matches anyway with the pinks and the purples. She'd have this like bag charm hanging off the bag, or if she didn't want it hanging off the bag, she can take it off. She can put yeah, perfect match, exactly. She can and I didn't know that. She can put her keys on it, and then like I said, when you open your bag up and you go in your bag and you get your, like, I call it your safety sort of key holder, you clip it on there, your keys aren't going nowhere, so they're not going to fall out. It's on a bit of a chain, so you can find it in your bag. Because I'm always like that. I did that because I thought, I was looking for keys at the end of the bag and worried that when you go out, say you were going out, say this was a evening bag, it'll have a zip on it, scared of losing your keys. So it's connected, and then all you have to do is hook it off when you don't need it, and just hook off. So, but as a set, I think that matches quite well, really. Imagine getting a set together like that. Your little, I will show you in the light because it looks terrible on here on this lighting. A lovely little bag and a little key set. I'd be happy with that. Even just a keyring. So, yeah. So, my crafting. That's what I've been doing because I've not been doing much. I've been a bit lazy. Also, do you remember the mushroom guy? He's coming along. I was going to do a bit yesterday. I'll probably do a bit more tomorrow. This is the sort of thing I'll pick up, put down, pick up, put down. But so far, I have made him. No, it's not him. It's her. But yeah, it's going to be her. It's got an eyelash on at the minute. So this was the. This is a little mushroom person, I was just testing out a false eyelash on there and I thought I might do some more. I'm just testing it, I don't know. It's got, like I said, the lighting is absolutely rubbish in here. So, see the glittery eyes? I made resin eyes. And the hat, the mushroom hat that I stitched together, is going to go on top like that. Um, it's going to have a nose and a mouth and something on it, maybe clothes, something. I haven't finished it. It's nowhere near finished, but this is a sort of thing that's going on at the minute. The little fungi thing. So it's not going to look anything like this because I'm felting around the eyes. I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing yet with it, but I'm doing something with it, and you'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. But I think it's really cute, and it sounds like Steve. I know, so cute. I know. Oh my god, he's cute. Lois is in the house, so yeah, cute. So you can imagine it's gonna have a little mouth, more pink cheeks. I'm gonna felt round the eyes. It may have eyelashes on. I'm saying it's a girl. It might be a boy, but I don't think it's gonna be a girl. I had a name for it as well. What was it now? It was, oh, I can't remember. It's gonna have a name as well. So I'm just sort of picking it up and putting it down when I want. I just feel like hibernating at the minute. Hibernating. So I don't know who else is in, but it says there's 11 people in. So please say hello if you're there and don't lurk. Fungi, yeah, exactly. So that's what I've been doing. Funny thing is, as well, I've got a load of books on my bed, and what is one of the things that fell out? The Q map. There's Q. It's only small, but there's Q, Q, Q. Hi, Revel. How are you? Yeah, we're back. I was going to say, loads of people are coming back. I mean, loads of people. I'm just seeing loads of people, like, off the top of my head, Mark Devlin, Mark Atwood's show. The very first one has come back. I don't know if anyone remembers the Mark Atwood. He had about 3 different channels because he kept deleting him. He got his back, and then the other day he said he got his original one back, which I was laughing at because that's the one I was on, and that disappeared. That's back up. Um, even David Icke, not that I watch David Icke because I like some of the things he says, but when he talks about Trump, I think, you don't know what's going on with him there, so whatever. But he's got his back, loads of people, and everyone's just putting on it the title, I'm back. So don't you think it's I don't think it's a coincidence. Loads of people have been put back on YouTube for this time now with what's going on now. Do you? Because I definitely don't. There's no such things as coincidences. I've missed so much. Thank you. I've missed everybody as well. We all got chucked off for putting putting videos up about stuff, didn't we? That they didn't like the dark side. But I do believe the white hats are in control anyway. You can't tell people, you've got to show them. I am going to talk about. I'm not going to be in for dead long. She says, "Yeah, no coincidence, exactly." About letting go of your old self. I'm going to talk about that, but just before that, let's just talk about what's going on out there in the outside world because it's crackers. But there's lots of fear mongering, as we know, because that's all they do, especially in the UK, about knife stabbings and this stabbing and on the train stabbing. But I actually believe some of that is red flags, and I do believe some of it, they reckon some of it's been pre-recorded from before because they were having like test runs with things and stuff like that. I'm just putting it out there, not saying it's the God's honest truth. I'm just saying because they just want to scare, to me, they want to scare people about not going out. Your streets are not safe. You can't travel on this and you can't do that. They just don't want you doing anything. I mean, they can't, you know what I mean? What is it? Trying to do lockdown again. Oh, don't go out there because this is happening. There's a lot more good things going on than there is of what they're putting out. There's a lot more arrests. There's a lot more people getting rounded up, but they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. There is more to come, but it's all for exposure. Exactly. A lot of it, to me, is being played out in the movie to get people to wake the fuck up because there's still a lot of fucking sleeping people out there. Where, hence, in America right now, in NYC, New York City, have you seen the mayor? And everyone's clapping and going on here. I bet they're clapping. Bet they're clapping if they're illegal immigrants. I bet they're clapping. You're clapping for Sharia law, are you? There's girls over here clapping for it. I went in and went, what? On comments, what are you talking about? No one's elected him in, that mayor or whatever they do over there. He's been put in put in to show you exactly like ours over here in London. New York City will end up like London. People are cheering him. They don't even know who he is. They need to look into his background. They need to know what he was rapping about when he was rapping, being a bit of a rapper or whatever it was. Can't even remember his name. Don't even want to say his name. People need to wake the F up. But they will do, because you can't tell the people. You've got to show the people. And I see it as, yeah, it might get a bit messy in New York City. I'm sure Trump will come and clean it up like DC in the end, because that is where he's based in it normally, or he loves New York City. But these people, these Democrats, these sleeping people, these lefty loons have got to see what they supposedly voted in. And then when they see it, clean up time will happen, because they won't believe it. Well, you apparently voted it in, so watch what happens. It'll turn into a shithole, honestly. So we're all just watching with our popcorn going, yeah, it's your time now, isn't it? We're watching. Our beady eyes are watching what's going on. You celebrate that person getting in, and you watch what happens. Don't believe me? We're just going to watch what happens. Anyone comes and watches my channel and gets triggered, watch what happens. Mark my words, watch what happens. Because we all see it. Young girls thinking, young girls over here clapping at that guy over there. I seen it on TikTok the other day. They don't know who he is. Clapping for Sharia law. Are you serious? And what was he saying about prostitutes? He wants to make prostitutes, I don't know what the right word is. You know, it's a job. We should make them, you know, I don't know what. You go to college to learn how to be one. Do you know what I mean? They don't know what they're in for, but they're going to get a taste of their own medicine. They're going to get a taste of their own medicine. Then they won't be able to whinge when it all goes tits up, which it will do. Check out the new proposed Guardian of Liberty statue that's said to be built for the next 2026 World Fairs coming up. Oh, where's that? Where do I find that? What do I find that on? What do I find that on? Remember the first video I saw of you about Tommy Robinson? You tried to warn us. Now look at the New York. Thank you, Revel. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Bobby. So this isn't me just going, oh my God, I'm hating on people over there, because some people are just so brainwashed. They are brainwashed. And don't forget, half of it will be for show. There won't be people all celebrating. I think half of New York's probably like, what? We didn't vote this guy. No, he didn't. He was put in place. He weren't elected. He was selected. So we all know what's going on there. It'll end up like London. It'll end up like London. But even over here, it's all the same all over the world. You're watching a movie. You have to show the people, and there has to be a little bit of, I don't even know what the word is, shit, so you can see it, so it wakes people up, so it gets people angry, because it's been hard to wake these people up. I'll send you on Instagram. Oh yeah, thanks, nice hair, thank you. Yeah, it needs redoing. I keep thinking, do a diet back down. Oh, I don't know, but yeah, so interesting. It's all just interesting, and it's all really stupid as well. Pink hair, it's actually red, but it looks pinky purple on this lighting. But thank you, Jamie. It's a movie you're watching. This is why, don't get too carried away with it. Some of it's laughable. We had, I don't mean this is laughable, but it staged. We had a shooting over here in Manchester at a synagogue, and the guy who's supposed to have done it was called Jihadi or something. Muslims don't call their kids jihadi. Jihadi's more of a terrorist. Didn't make sense. There's a lot of stuff to put divide out there as well. It's crackers, honestly. When you see some of the videos, you're like, what? Don't get carried away with it all. A lot of it is a lot of distraction going on, because while that's all going on, there's some great stuff going on. So yeah, good evening, Dolly. Good evening, Junior. So I'm just waiting to see if Lois is sending me this thing on Instagram. So don't worry about New York. They're gonna see what they think they voted for, even if I don't believe half of them did vote. You know what I mean? Because whatever. But watch this space. It's like the Dems at the minute, aren't they? They've been thinking they're very clever with stuff that's happening, and they're not. Yeah, I am on TikTok. Oh, there was another thing actually. Before, if Lois sends me that, my dad sent me. Waxman sent me. So Jim Comey, is it? So I can't say that name, but it says Brennan, is it Strokes? I don't know if that's saying it right. Page, subpoenaed, I can't say that word, as part of federal Russiagate probe source. Justin, federal grand jury, now we knew about this. Jury in Florida subpoenaed former CIA Director John Brennan and ex-FBI officials Peter Strokes, is it? I can't say the word, and Lisa Page on Friday as part of the Justice Department's investigation into the origins of Trump Russia probe. Sources say up to 30 subpoenas, I can't say the word, are expected in the coming days. Government shutdown was there for a reason. You can arrest people and fire them from their jobs that they weren't doing as well. So it's all good. We're just saying, Revel, everything we were talking about years ago about Q, we thought was like 2018, 2019. It's all been happening, and it makes more sense now because we can see it all when we look back. So all them people who tried to troll me about certain stuff and all that, you were all wrong, and you can see it all now. So yeah, we tried to warn people. What happened to Redfield Pill? Redfield Pill is still about because he popped up on, I don't know if it was there or TikTok the other week. He's still doing his thing. I think he's on TikTok actually. He's probably on YouTube. If his channel went down, I didn't think actually it'll be back because a lot of ours have come back. So people are just doing their own things. Like people think, there's someone who used to troll me on air saying, "Oh, she's not talking to Roxanne anymore." Or it's not. People just move away and things happen in family and talk about different things. Life gets in the way, stuff happens, and people are still there. I went in on Rich's live today, not on live. I was in the comments and just said hi. And I went in the other day and said hi, and he was like, "Hi, Dolly," and he put videos up from me, him, and Roxanne ages ago. I don't actually know what she's doing, but I reckon if her channel went, I think it'll be back. Whether she's posting, I don't know. But yeah, people just grow. I mean, one of the things you should be realizing about yourself now is if we're constantly growing and letting go of stuff all the time. We already knew they called us conspiracy theories. Yes, they did. Just sent over. Actually, just sent over. I'll have a look at it in a minute. But yeah, growing, and I'm been finding that difficult. Actually, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Growing, letting go. It's hard to let go. Me and Lois were talking about this the other day, and I think when I mention this, I reckon a lot of you in chat are going to feel the same. Right. Is it Instagram? Year of the snake shedding the skin. Yeah, shedding the old you. Working on ourselves, moving forward. There's a lot of things I'll talk about in a minute. Anyway, let me see what's been sent. It can make you feel unsure about yourself sometimes. People go, "You've changed. Look at that person. You're supposed to be changing. You're not the person you were when you were like 18." Is it the one on Instagram with the guy on it? This? I don't know what. Is that what I'm supposed to be looking at? I can't even remember what you said now, Lois. What were the? No, oh right. What am I supposed to be looking at? On Instagram or? What, have you just sent it? Have you sent it by WhatsApp? I know you've just sent something and it says unavailable. Message unavailable. Content may be being deleted by its owner or hidden by privacy settings. Was it that one? Oh, it might have been deleted then. What? Oh, WhatsApp. Yeah. Oh, right. WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp. Oh. Well, what's this supposed to be? Well, weren't the one we got? Oh. Thoughts on this? I remember seeing this mentioned earlier this year. Interesting that we have the World's Fairs coming. Oh, for the World Fair. What is this, like a version of the new Statue of Liberty? have a quick read. Where am I reading it from? Oh, right. Sorry. I didn't know it had. To our fellow Americans, we are the last sculpture foundry in France, and we have a message for you. Yeah, because Statue of Liberty was from France, and the inner thing behind all that as well. Keep the Statue of Liberty; it's rightfully yours, but get ready for another one. What, a man and a woman? A Statue of Liberty much bigger, made out of titanium to withstand millions of years. What, the golden age? We, the French people, are going to make it again. Interesting. A civilization with a dream is unstoppable. A very long time ago, we had a dream of eternity, but it was forgotten, and we lost our. Is it ration? I don't know what that says. Sorry, there's fireworks going off. It is time to dream again. Building a titanium statue with a pedestal carved out of quartzite? Quartzite? Oh. Will be a whisper of hope for millions of years to come. Was it like some big, energy device? French sculptors pledged to build titanium Statue of Liberty, and Elon Musk approves. Dun, dun, dun. This comes after French, is it MEP, demanded that the United States give us back the Statue of Liberty. Oh, I'm just looking at the fair thing. After months of hard work, we are proud to unveil the statue we'll build to honour the 250th anniversary of the United States. Interesting. The Guardian of Liberty. Doesn't that sound good? The Guardian of Liberty. That sounds ace. What you see here is just a scale model. The real one will be gigantic. The tallest statue in the West. So many people have offered to fund it, but the real challenge will be getting, is it this is something we can build on American soil. Finishing it in less than a year won't be easy, but Napoleon once said, impossible is not French. Well, if Trump's got anything to do with it, he builds things way before time. So, oh, I like it. The Guardian of Liberty. The Guardian of Liberty. And to me, that's for all. Oh, yeah. I'm just having a nosy. In 1875, sorry, I'm not looking at any of the chat at the minute, France gave us Lady Liberty, but she was no lady. It was a statue of, that's the thing that I've heard. It was meant to be a statue of Lucifer himself, marking the founding of the New World Order in 1776. That's what a lot of people don't know, because they always put things and change things and revert things and everything. 250... Is it Novus? I don't know what that is, something years later. The French unveiled the Guardian of Liberty. So it's like, can I have yours back if you want? We've got this one. In reality, a statue of Atlas. And is this to do with Atlas AI, as the thing in the sky? Sorry, I've not been looking at it. Just as, sorry. Is it 3I Atlas? Alien psyop hurtles towards Earth. It would be foolish to think this is all a coincidence. That's getting crazy, isn't it? It's connected, yeah. So, don't know if you can see, like, at the top of this picture, 4 pictures. At the top is 3A Atlas, if I've said that right, and the statue of Atlas. And at the bottom is a painting of Lucifer in 1797 with the Statue of Liberty in 1875. Do they look similar? Because they do look similar. Because we all know we've been under a satanic cult for many years. Yeah, that's really good, Loris. Thank you. I've not seen that. I've not really been looking at a lot. So, yeah, interesting, isn't it? Howdy, Mark. So, yeah, the Titan. Yeah, I saw something about Titan before, or was it you sent it? Went against Zeus. Yes, we've got all that going on. And I think it's symbolic in the sky, innit? And we get a lot of energy from up there as well. And it's written in the books, and it's written in stories, and it's written in myth, and it's written in that, and it's written in this. So I just think it's all exciting. This week, feeling a bit weird. Friday, I felt a bit weird. I was at work and I said, isn't it weird today? And they're like, what do you mean? outside. I went, no, it just feels, it's whether you weird. I'm weird. Weird just means you think outside the box and you're unique, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm weird. But no, I just went, no, it just feels like a weird day. The energy was good, but it just felt weird. It felt like, I was saying to Lois, I said it felt like maybe something's changed in reality, or you know, I don't know why reality is. What is it? It just felt something. It shifted or something. Hi, Mary. So yeah, it's crackers. Crackers. We've got Cool Waving as well. Mark and who else just popped in? Mary. Yeah. Has anyone else been feeling weird? Still all upbeat though because it's just great that's going on. But what I was going to say with my other bit of my chat was, oh, another thing. Michael Jackson, right? So lately, I know I've only just found out there is a biopic of Michael Jackson coming out next year. I can't wait. Michael Jackson was my favourite. I had a picture of him more when I was younger, and he was found innocent because all that was bollocks. And we all know that. We know how the media plays. We know what's going on there. I actually don't believe he's actually gone. But anyway, whatever. Who am I? I'm at conspiracy theories. But what I'm saying is, I've been noticing a lot of young ones have been picking up on his music. I've just been seeing Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson this, Michael Jackson that. Then because of this biopic, I've seen a lot of people going on about Michael Jackson again. But it just seems to be everywhere of like, can't be a coincidence. Not, I don't mean because this biopic's coming out and it's Jaffa, his uh, nephew, who's playing him in it. So I hope they do it well. I think it will be because I think a lot of things that are coming back now are telling the proper truth on things, showing you in the light he was, and getting through to people who are really stupid out there thinking that he's not innocent because you just listen to mainstream media. You're absolutely ridiculous. Don't understand how the world works and what they do to these people. But I don't know. To me, it's like another sign of things coming because it just seems to be everywhere. And as I kept saying this, I keep seeing it more, and then all of a sudden, like there's this biopic coming out, and it's all crazy. And we know who was all friends in the mix with Michael Jackson, Trump, and everything like that. So yeah, been feeling weird all this week. Low, flat energy. It has been. Yeah, I've been feeling tired, but yeah, it was a full moon, so I always get that. And I did shout at someone in the street the other day. I don't normally do that. So loads of fireworks going off. Hang on. I think someone's having a belated fireworks in the garden. I don't know if you can hear it. I forgot what I was saying then. Yeah, because of the moon, I always end up arguing or something with that. But just not weird in a bad way, weird in a reality shift sort of thing. Like, it felt quiet and still on Friday when I was at work, and I work in a noisy factory, and I was like, it feels weird. It feels weird. But I have felt tired because it is that time of the year, and I just want to hibernate. And I think we should all just hibernate in winter and just not work. We should get paid to just hibernate. Oh, sounds like popcorn. It does. It does. And like I said, just keep watching what happens in New York City with that mayor. And just look at all the daft people cheering him. It's like, my God. So anyway, but yeah. So I was going to have a chat, because I'm not staying on for long. I was going to have a little chat about, oh yeah, about moaning people. Yeah, hibernating. Moaning people. I know someone at work who just like moans every day. Every day. They're talking about energy. And this person moans about the job every day and tries to come over to me and go, oh, are you all right? I go, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. And he goes, oh, yeah, yeah, I am. And I'm like, no, he's not, because this person is a guy who talks about his job all the time. Like it's some big, nobody really wants to work, let's face it, especially in a job you're not really into. But we all have to do it. And I just think when you're at work, even if you don't like it for now, because I think things will change in the future, we'll all be doing different things or moving away from things because it's a letting go, which I'll talk about in a minute. And this isn't a job I want to be staying in because I want to do the creative stuff. Or when I retire, I still want to be creating and putting that out in the world, or whatever. Anyway, but it's just best to just get on with it. Think about good things. Have a bit of a laugh. Don't be all like, oh God, it's Monday morning. Because I used to be like that years ago. Used to drag. Now I'm like, oh, it's Monday. We'll just get on with it. Get into your job. Just focus on that. Do it. I'm always thinking about things that are going on out there in my head and the good things that are going on. Thinking, oh yeah. I'm always thinking about what I can create when I get home. I'm not thinking about work sort of while I'm at work. I'm sort of way in my head, in myself, but doing the work. And Monday goes really fast, and that's one of the longest days I work on Monday because I always go down a little bit, and then on Friday We finish at 12:30, which is good because it's just half a day, which is great. But this person always comes in, first thing out his mouth is moaning. Then he goes around moaning to other people. It brings people down. Even my son who works with me was like, God, does he ever shut up? And I went, just take no notice. I said, his day will drag because all he does is moan. And then all you're going to create is more negative stuff to you. Like, if you're that person who moans at work, your day's going to feel longer and slower and harder because all you do is moan about how much you hate your job and how much it's this. So that's what will happen. There was a story once of someone who worked at a job. I don't know what it was in, I can't remember. They were also a healer. Yeah, energy thieves. And that's why I always say to him, I go, yeah, I'm fine. I thought, you might not be, but I'm not letting you bring me down. And also, one time I had a go at him. I just snapped because that's what I'm like sometimes. It takes a while, but I just snapped at him in the staff room and said, why don't you try being positive? And he was like, whoa, what? I went, you're negative all the time. He went, am I? I went, yeah. I said, and I don't want to hear it. Every time I come in the room, every time I walk past you, it's always like moan, moan, moan. In the end, he ended up apologising, but he's still doing it because it's that thing, consciousness, he's not aware. He's not aware. Anyway, but there was a story ages ago of where there was a guy in this job. I don't know what it was. He could be working in a shop, something or other. I don't know. He didn't really like his boss, and he didn't really, I don't know where the story was from, particularly like his work. Thank you. The higher, is it Rob Servet? If I don't talk, it's because I've got to get this out. So, and he used to go in and think, oh, and his days used to drag because he hated it and he seemed to not like his boss and seemed to have a bit of a thing there. And then he was, I think he was a Reiki practitioner. But when he got home, like I was saying, I was thinking about things I'm making at home. I can't wait to get home to make them. So I'm not really in work, but I am there. And they're in the physical form, but not spiritually. The physical, spiritual things I need to talk about in a minute after this as well. So he would go to work and all that, and he'd be like, oh, I hate my job, blah, blah. He'd feel tired all the time. But when he got home, he'd love doing his Reiki and helping people and really loved that. And I can't remember what happened or someone had a word for him, and it was that energy thing again, because we say this and then we can go out in the world and forget because people drag us down. And I think the biggest people who can drag you down are the people in your family because they know what buttons to press, honestly. And you can go, oh, it brings your energy down. But anyway, I can't remember what happened, or someone said something to him, or he just thought, if I go in work and be more positive and don't let the energy thieves come in and be nice to my boss, because the boss was a bit of a twat, because it's a bit like that, kill him with kindness, and then they end up feeling stupid. So that's what he did. And in the end, the energy began to change. So he didn't mind work so much because he had another passion after work that gave him joy. Because it doesn't always mean that people go, oh, I've got to leave my job and get another job, or go and get into something. Even if you don't, you can make it easy on yourself by just being a happier person at work, and things might shift if you've never tried that. And if you've got something outside work that gives you joy, that'll be the thing that you're looking forward to. I think you've always got to have something that you look forward to. It might not be work, but it might be something else after that helps you. But anyway, he went in work with that attitude. His boss started being nicer to him. I don't know if he got a promotion, something or other. Everything changed where he didn't mind work. It was all right. It might have been not the thing that he truly wanted to do. He might have been wanting to do his Reiki full time, which maybe he did do in the end. And then he still went home and he did his Reiki, and that to help people. But his relationship changed with the boss, so it changed at work, and then everything changed at work. So he liked it there. Like I said, he might have gone and done his thing after, but because he wasn't bringing all this energy of, oh, I hate it, because that's what the universe is bringing in for you, because you're constantly focused on that thing, which is what we always talk about. I hope that made sense. Don't even know if I said it right, but he wasn't letting his thoughts get to him that he thought the boss was thinking this or whatever, because sometimes our thoughts aren't our own. Maybe try that when you're at work, because I tell you what, the people, if you be nice to people that are normally horrible, it can change. It's a bit weird. They'll be thinking, what's up with them? Oh. But then they look a twat if you are being nice, and they're not. So maybe they think, oh, maybe I should start being nice, because they get a better, what's the word, a better feedback off people. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, anyway, it's all random as usual, my chats. Anyone in here, remember, I can't see any where your attention goes, energy flows exactly. Don't know if you remember, if you used to follow me, there was a lady on YouTube called Joanne Dunn. She's still on. I can't remember what her channel's called because her name used to change a lot like mine anyway. She used to talk about dragon energy and this, that, and the other, spirituality and that. And she was on the other day, and I popped in on the live and said, "Hi, do you remember me? It's Dolly Daydream. Have the channel back?" And she said, "Yeah." She saw me, said, "Thanks for commenting," because I came in at the back bit where she was talking about spirituality and how she was very into that. She still is, but she was saying how sometimes you can get lost in it because you go too spiritual, and it's all about letting go of certain stuff. And she was letting go of a lot because she realised, you can lose friends sometimes because they don't understand the jargon, um, and you can get caught up in it where you're not in the real world. And I've personally felt like over the past few years, I've been like that, but because I've felt like, I'm hoping people understand what I mean, I'm losing myself, but it's not myself, it's my old self. And I'm trying to find again me now, in now, not then, things I used to like then. It's not saying I still don't like things then, I do. I'm still into certain things, but I know I'm changing with certain things, I think, because that's what we're supposed to be doing, flowing and growing with stupid stuff like finding new music, because I threw a lot of music out when I found out about music, what I like. Dress sense, I mean, went out the window for a few years, just like, I don't know. Probably why I dyed my hair red, I don't know. Changing again, and that's all right to do that, but sort of sad as well because sometimes, I don't know if it'll make sense. I felt like people probably think, oh, she's being miserable, or like she doesn't laugh at a lot of things. I do laugh at things probably people wouldn't laugh at, but the things that people think you would laugh at, I don't laugh at. But then again, it's probably about right. But that's because things that people would find funny now to me are not funny, because it's not like comedy years ago and that, with what they've done. But also, I can't explain it. It's like a lot of things have fell away, so I'm trying to find new things. I don't want to be just laughing at that, because that's what everyone laughs at and that's what everyone does. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find, even with my art again, I'm like, right, do I want to do this now, or do I want to do that? Feeling really bad that like I can't make my mind up, but it's not. It's this letting go, and it's difficult. And Joanne was saying on her chat, she'd found it difficult, but we all know, and we've said before, it's the balance between the spiritual and the physical. And people, I think, for it's the physical going into the spiritual. I think that's what we were. It's not. It's a bridge. It's bringing the spiritual into working in balance with our physical. We're here. We're staying here. We're not going off on ships anywhere. We're here, and we're bringing that in and working together in balance. But you've got to be in balance while we're here. So we can't be too off in the spiritual, because you're just not functioning in the world properly, and you can get lost. And also, you can't be all in the physical, because it's not all physical. You've got you've got to have that balance connected together, and that's what we're doing, connecting it together. That's why we also say it's a spiritual war as well. And she realised she was going a bit more over there, staying in the spiritual, because it is nice, but it means you're not getting things done in the physical, which we do actually need to do. And that's what I was having a problem as well, thinking this doesn't matter, that doesn't matter as much, or these people around me, or even friends that I've not seen for ages and just got back in contact. And it's like, it does matter, and it doesn't matter if they're not ready to understand yet, because they will. But I also think we have to go through that process, because it is the letting go, and it's difficult, and I'm still finding it difficult, but I'm looking forward to being a better version of myself. Because sometimes I've put a lot of pressure on, like, why do you feel like that? Why do I feel like I don't have some emotions to some stuff that I used to have years ago? And it's like I have no emotions. Sometimes I do, because I'm a very emotional person, but in a sense I haven't. But it's because I'm not letting certain stuff affect me like I would years ago. It's crazy. Does anyone feel like that? I can't even explain it properly. But she was going on about it, and I thought, well, if it's out in the ether, and I've been thinking about it, and I've spoke to Lois about it, and then Joanne was talking about it, and I thought it probably makes sense. And she even said what I said in chat, thank you, Janine. And I was like, but this is how I've been feeling for a couple of years. And on the outside to people, I don't know what it looks like. To my partner, it must look like, does she know what she's doing? Is she contradicting herself? Does she not? Is she I don't know what it looks like. I just know that trying to, I'm not a people pleaser anymore, but, and that's another thing because people think like, I don't know, are you not giving anymore? It's like, yeah, totally agree, but I can't explain it properly, but like, I don't know. You know, like why is she like this? Why does she look like she doesn't care about that, or she cares more about that? And it's like so hard to explain to people, and then people's energy get in the way sometimes of you trying to work that out, and then thinking, am I wrong? Am I worthy? Am I? What is that all about? Ugh. I don't know. I know you know what I mean. I just can't say it. I get what you're saying. I feel a lot of the same. So much has changed over the last 8 years for us all to see it. Yeah, it's hard to mix now with friends and people who are still asleep. Yeah, but I think it's coming to that conscious awareness of it's okay because they will get there. And if we've not got a speak in the spiritual jargon that they don't understand, just don't speak like that. And sort of, you know, like we used to be shouty years ago, like, well, they are seeing it and they will see it. And I don't think it's our job to do that anymore. It's just to work on ourselves and let them come through it, and then we'll be there, like we've always said, when that'll happen. But it's so frustrating. I don't even mean them, I mean us. To me, I'm so frustrating to myself because sometimes I want to do something and change it, and then it's like I'm reverting back to my old ways, and I'm like, I'm in a conversation in bed like that's not the way you need to be doing it now because that's the old you. I'm still trying to break out of habits and stuff because it's the, it's the work in it, and I can get brought down in that by other people and friends and family where it reverts you back into that, and you're thinking, oh, it's not what I wanted to do, blah, blah, blah. And with all the energy and everything going on in the world right now, so it's bonkers. But I think if people are agreeing with me, then you'll know what I'm talking about. And but I just think that's the split. You know, when they say there's a split, the new letting go, learning to let go, because it's been you've been you for however old you are. I'm nearly 50. I'm 49 next February, so I'm not far off 50. And I just think you do certain habits and certain things because that's what you've always done, or there's been programming. So to try and let go of something you've been doing for ages, or something you might have been, or tendencies you had, or habits you had, or feelings you had and stuff, and letting go of certain things because that's all you knew or you were programmed to, out of whatever it is, even actions that you've done, we've got to let go of all that. And it's weird because sometimes I look back on things and went, oh, I've said this or I've done that, and it's like, do you know what? That wasn't even me. What was that? Some sort of energy. But then we run off our emotions of what's been programmed to us, what's gone through the media, what this illusion that they put out makes us feel that way, makes us believe things sometimes. So it's hard to let go of. But I guess for us a lot, it's a bit easier because we understand what's going on. So we know we've been played. It's the people who probably are having problems within themselves because, and they don't know about this and how we've been played with the illusion like the Matrix, and don't get it that way. At least we're aware we can pull ourselves back sometimes. So it is crackers. Like, it's hard to mix it. Yeah, I don't know if there is. Just let me check chat because sometimes there's a bit more chat. You're absolutely gorgeous, Queen. So well spoken to. Oh, thank you. Is it Netsit? I don't know if what I say comes out for people to understand, but I hope it does because I hope I'm just talking normally. All illusions are a collapsing, veil is lifted. Yeah, and I think because of that, we see that in ourselves as well. You know, I can look back and go, I want to be better at this and a better, you know, better in my relationships, better with this, better with that, better with that. But it's hard because you've got to let go of everything else. And thoughts that come in your head that aren't ours anyway, they're just floating about everywhere. I do get you, you're so right. Thank you. It's just nice because when I come and chat and people agree, we know that's out in the consciousness of what's going on. And then if I'm talking about it and you're talking about it, and someone might come across this channel and think, do you know what, I've been feeling that way. I feel better now because someone sort of spoke about how I've been feeling, makes people feel better. And that's what's going on in the world anyway. We're sharing information, a lot of disinformation out there, but this is what they don't like. They don't like us sharing information. This is why they took a lot of us down. But we've come back, like being stuck in a boring dream. Groundhog Day. Don't you feel? Groundhog Day. But I'm sure there's some good things coming, and I think with all the things that are going to be coming in, they're not so long future, because it isn't. I do think with the 250-year celebrations with America and all that, I don't think that's just for America. I think that's for the world. It's going to be amazing. I also heard Ronaldo, the footballer, talking about Trump in a good light. I was like, yeah. So we are the creators of our reality. Yes, we are, and that's why they didn't want us to wake up, because it's all changed the energy. They harnessed the energy. It was funny because I was talking to Finn today about I haven't seen this film all the way through, because I don't, like I said, I don't normally watch this sort of stuff because it can loosh off you as well. But the film, and they've got the series out called Welcome to Derry, and it's all a bit. Anyway, my youngest was saying, "Oh well, I know what it is because of Halloween and that, and he knows who Pennywise is." I actually thought Pennywise. This is me. I went, well, that clown. So is a clown a girl then? And my fella's like, what? And I went, well, it's called Pennywise. And he went, no, that's the name of it. And I went, oh, I thought it'd be called Penny as a woman. Wise. Anyway, Finn was telling us today it's a fourth dimensional, I don't know, whatever interdimensional being alien thing that basically feeds off it. And I went, well, there are those entities out there that do feed off it. Mainstream media is one of them, and whatever lies at the top of the pyramid with control of the world, I think, are entities of that loosh off our energy, and that's why they put so much shit out in the news and so much negativity, so much fear mongering, and a lot of it is staged. That's why Trump talks about central casting people. Central casting, especially at the minute with everything that's going on. I think a lot of it's staged. I'm not saying all of it. I'm not saying stuff doesn't happen. But yeah, characters, because it's getting crazily stupid out there. Yeah, faith over love. Faith over love over fear. So yeah, that's basically my chat tonight. And this is one of the best medicines. It's one of the books that I bought ages ago. I was sat at work the other day, and on my workbench, because I work with drills and stuff, I've got crystals hanging up and everything, these sort of things, a big one. And the light, actually, because it's not been cold, but it was actually had a bit of sunshine, shone through it and sent light prisms all around my bench. And I was just sat there going, in awe, even though I see it all the time. And I was like, oh. And someone came over and went, oh, shouldn't we just hang these up all in the factory? Just so nice, just so pretty. I like looking at the light. I like when the light comes through the windows and I see little photons and stuff, and I can see them moving and I can see the light. I love looking when I've got sun catchers at work as well, and the light prism coming through. I love it. I just sit there thinking, that's magical. It's magical. You've got to live in that magical inner childness as well, of awe every day. I can see that every day. I see when the sun comes up every day, especially in summer, and it's still like I've seen it for the first time. Other people are just like, yeah, it's the sun or the moon. Every time I see the moon, I'm like, oh, especially when it was massive, full moon, last full moon of this month. And everyone's like, yeah, it's the moon. I'm like, yeah, but look at it. Like I've never seen it. And that's how you should be. Like I've never seen it. See it all the time. Sparks of lights, that's what we are. Exactly. Light, God, source, information, energy, codes. I don't know, whatever. But yeah. So how is everybody in chat anyway today? I'm gonna go and watch film a bit and finish my crocheting. So if you weren't in at the beginning, I'm crocheting this little scarf. I'm only joking, it's not a scarf. This turned into, I'm making a bag for a friend. Said my stuff is very whimsical. So it's this little bag with flowers with eyes on. It looks terrible in this light. With tassels with beads on. I've got a tassel all the way around here and bead every single tassel. See. These won't be that long, they'll be about that long. I've got to cut them off. It'll be lined and it'll have a zip on it. And then I found a keyring that I made to go with it that I think will match. Yeah, so I'm doing that. And I might do some painting tomorrow because I feel like doing paintings again. I want to get some more alcohol felt tips because they blend better, because that was one of the doodles I did with the whale energy there. See the whale? Sorry about this lighting, it's rubbish. Well, no, these are the doodles that I like to do when I'm just doodling. Because I do want to get a bit of my artwork. I'll show you. I'm dead chuffed. I put some of my artwork up in, thank you, my artwork up in the hallway. So I thought, why have I not got my artwork on the wall? Nutter. So I don't know if you can tell in the lighting. I'll have a look. And I've got these flickering fake candles. So that one, been making silly noises. The lighting's not brilliant, that's why. Show me artwork. Not on camera. Oh, just getting me. Kids not on camera. I don't know if you can see that. It's not in the light. The lighting's not brilliant. So in the hallway, I'll have to show you in the daytime. So yeah, I've just got these like flickering candles. You know, fake candles. They're just for in the hallway because obviously I don't want tea lights on in the hallway where my son, my youngest, runs past and all that. So they're quite nice. Your stuff is so unique. Do you need to be selling it in some way? I do. Even a good gift shop in your area. Yeah, you know I say this all the time, but I get distracted. But I do, because my fella's doing his t-shirt hoodie business. I've done them before, so he's learning the ins and outs with that. And then he said he'd probably able to help me, do the website thing because I just don't sit down and do it. Terrible. But again, I'm still working on stuff to get what's the right word, to build up some inventory. I think when I finish this bag, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and crochet a lot of bags for next spring, because my bags are more like a spring summer type of thing, I think, anyway. But once I've done this, I'm going to do a few more of these, and then I'm going to do a few more bags, and then I'm going to get into doing some artwork for the walls, some pictures, getting a bit of inventory for that. I'm not going to do a lot because I could say that all the time. I'm just doing a lot. Because that's another thing I've been thinking, like, I've got to do this and I've got to do that, and every day I'm thinking, Janine, you don't have to do anything. You haven't got to shop at the minute. Stop stressing yourself out. Just enjoy the making, because then I won't enjoy it if there's too much pressure. Just think, just do what you like doing. Finish the bits off that you've got. Like I said, I've got a few purses and things, and then go forth with that. So I could get scared, but I do love my stuff, and I know people do love them. I know that. I get told quite a lot. So but yeah, most artists are just not good with the other side of things. But I have got to do this as a, what I was saying before about things falling away and being a new you, and letting go of that fear of, like, Janine, you can make the stuff. Why are you worried about putting it out? Just put it out and see what you can do, even if it's just a bog standard website. And I've said this to Lois millions of times. She's the same as me as well. And I see a lot of artists saying that, they're like, oh, when it comes down to that. But I know that's what I've got to get into, because that's the only thing that's stopping me from selling. Is I've got to put that business plan together. Well, I know the business plan, but get that thing where people can go if they want to have a look at my work and purchase if they want. But I've got to, every year I've gone to say, yeah, I'm doing it. And I've gone to sit down and I've got distracted, and I'm thinking, now this is one of the habits I've got to get out of. And I think a lot of creative people are like that. We love creating. I can create all day long. That's why my fella said to me, Janine, you can make whatever comes up in your head. You go and do it, and you'll do it. But when it comes to sitting down doing that, you don't. But because he's learning a little bit as well, there might be a few things he can help me with. And another good thing is, because I don't believe it's all bad, is Grok is been quite handy when I ask it questions about business things, and it tells you, what to do, which way around to do it, and all that. I think that's quite helpful. So yeah, so I know basically I'm just gonna kick up the ass with that, she says, for the umpteenth time, but I'll get there in the end. I will get there. Making it the easy part. Yeah, making it the easy part, exactly. It's just the stuff that I'm not interested in, but I know that's a part of action I've got to take. Otherwise, I can sit here all day saying I've made this, but if I don't actually make a place where it can go, where people can look and purchase if they wish to, it's not going to get out there, is it? I mean, obviously, friends and people who know me can say, "Oh yeah, make me that." That people do, and that's fine. But I want it more out there because I believe a lot of my artwork has a lot of energy, frequency, love, and put into it, which also I see is very healing because it's been healing me. It's been one of my biggest medicine and healers is my artwork. That's probably why I do a lot of it. And sometimes it's like I don't want to make just because I say I want to put it out there for purchasing. It's because I actually love making. So sometimes that's the argument I've been having with myself. Like, is it just because I like making it, or do I want to do it like a job, whatever? I love gifting, but selling feels weird for me. I love gifting and I gift it all the time, and I have always gifted. But I think there's a time where I think, yeah, but I do actually want to sell because I make that much stuff. Sometimes I think all the money that I put in from working at a job, and the money that I get from that to put into it, because obviously I buy stuff from my own money. A lot of things take time as well. It's the energy behind it. It is so hard, but I think once you get over that, that doesn't really bother me. It's just I need to just get down and do that because if people want to purchase this stuff, they will do. But I do gift as well. I've always gifted. Um, but selling isn't really weird to me because I just think if people it's an energy exchange. If people want to see something they would like, you can't really go on, especially like crocheting. That takes hours. Like being like gifting all the time, and you're not getting anything back. Not really mean because you do get something back when someone loves your stuff, but it would be nice that even if you were selling, you didn't want it as a business, you were just selling to get a bit of money back so you could rebuy the material to make the things, so you could just carry on creating and it's not really coming out of your, let's say, your day job money, your sort of wages. You're getting that money back just to recreate, to create a gift. So it depends what you want to do, and either way is fine. But if it's something you feel like doing because you think maybe it could turn into a business in the end, or a side hustle or something like that, then you need to be doing that, because it's just, and pricing things is just your worth. You're showing your worth of, it's not a bad thing. In a lot of spiritual communities, they make it out as if it's bad, and it's not. Like people who get money, it's like, no, it's just an energy exchange. Not unless you're like really putting prices up stupid, like a lot of people out there who do. I don't mean this in a bad way to people coaching, and the prices are extortionate, greedy people. But basically, I think if I'm putting time and effort into making something, then I can charge a decent price for what I make, for the effort that I put in. Yeah, and that's the energy exchange of it. You're putting all that energy in while you sat there making it. It's taking hours. You're buying the stuff and you're doing all that stuff that people don't see that you're doing behind the scenes. You think you've magically made it. I don't know. It popped up. It manifested just by magic. But you have to actually put the action and the hard work in, And for me personally, it's after I've finished a full day's work. It's normally in the evening when I'm doing it. So, yeah. But people do feel like that. But like I said, the spiritual community can make people feel really bad about that. And it's just rubbish because there's a lot, like I said before, a lot of spirituality out there that I realised when I was in it as well, that talk about stuff and it's rubbish. Like, you should look this way, or you should be that, or you shouldn't be asking for money, or you shouldn't be doing that. Well, if you're putting effort into something, you should be getting something back. Not extortionate, but that's just rubbish because the world we live in at the minute, we do use coin, money, as an exchange. That's what it's called, when you go to an exchange. And people are saying that are daft, are silly. I think there's a lot of stuff that went on in the spiritual community, where it got infiltrated, where they want people to feel like that. So basically, you'd be like living like a pauper. We're not supposed to be living like paupers. We're all supposed to be living like kings and queens. We're all supposed to be abundant, everybody, not one section like it's been. You know what I mean? Equally, really. But in some senses, they try and make you feel like you should be, like I've said, living in a loincloth, praying on a mountain with nothing. This is, it is a material world we live in, but we are allowed these things. It's a world we've come into where we where we've come to experience stuff. Because when we go, we don't have this stuff anymore. So enjoy it while you've got it. But I don't mean out of greed, like, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone wants everything for nothing. They do, fairy light. And I've noticed that with friends. Sometimes you'll do, I've done things, I gift a lot. And then sometimes when I do put something out with a price, they expect that price lower or to give it them free. And it's like, hang on a minute. And do you know what? They're the worst people as well for sharing. If you set a business up, they don't like sharing stuff because they don't like you seeing good. It's true that. But they'd expect something off you for free because you're a friend. It's like, do you know how much effort I've put into this? Or someone go, oh my God, that's expensive. Or it might be expensive to them. It's like, do you know how much time I've put into this? If you were doing it, you'd understand. But because a lot of people don't, they do fast fashion. They want things off Temu and all that. Oh, look at this, look at that. Try to find like 100% cotton clothing. That's all polyester rubbish. That's bad for us and stuff like that. They don't understand the hard work that goes into slow fashion. Let's say like slow fashion, like crocheting, because it takes time or putting something together instead of being working at a big factory that's all made very quickly out of cheap material. But want you to take the crap for the top price. Yeah, take their crap for, yeah, exactly. So you realise that. And I put my prices at my worth, you know what I mean? I don't put my prices down because I think, oh, I'll make them cheap to people. People don't want that, then they don't want it. But I know my worth about what I've done and how long it's took me. And they're the sort of people that I wouldn't want buying my stuff anyway because they wouldn't appreciate it. Like I said, the friend who texted me today about the purse that I made, she was like, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. The detail you've put in it, I can't stop looking at it. She's so happy. I'm like, good, because it took a long time. And sometimes I don't mark my prices up as maybe what they should be sometimes because I think, okay, but they're a good price for my worth anyway, if you get what I'm saying. But people do have a problem with that. And I just think it's because communities have put that out there before that, oh, you shouldn't be like that. If you're a spiritual person, you wouldn't be. If you're a spiritual person, you wouldn't be doing what? Taking a wage. Because they do. They would. They are. You know what I mean? That's like saying to them, right, wherever you work, you go and tell your boss tomorrow when you go and work, you don't want paying for what you're doing, even if you're in a job you like or you don't like. If you're out there in the system, like a lot of us are, you go and tell your boss tomorrow that you don't want paying for your work because you're so spiritual and you don't need it. Well, you do, because we all have to pay bills. We all have to pay taxes in the future. That will be going, things will be happening, trust me. That system's falling and they'll be putting new people in. Sometimes they say the system was supposed to work for us, but it wasn't. But they can put new people into places. I've heard of people, things that are happening in the world now, people getting made redundant, things are moving, and Amazon and trying to get rid of people, putting new people in. Yeah, because they can put new people in them places that were a bit shitty and start changing it for the better. But these people, you say you're going to go and work tomorrow and tell your boss you don't want to get paid for anything because you're so spiritual. That's a lie, because like I said, we've all got bills to pay, whether we like it or not at the minute. You've all got food to buy, kids to look at. Well, you've got kids to look after, whatever. You've got to clothe yourself, this, that, and the other. What they're doing, running around in a forest wearing leaves as clothes? No, I don't think they are. So, bullshit. You know what I mean? Yes, that's what it's about. Hearing reviews like that when someone loves your work and it makes them, yeah, and that's what I get more out of that than I actually do if I get paid. But if I get paid, it's like, well, brilliant, you know. But like I said, that's really through friends at the minute. But I want that to change. Doesn't apply to them. No, it doesn't apply to them, but it applies to us. They like to tell us that. People get jealous. But you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'll say to all them people, you go out and tell your boss tomorrow you're working for free for the rest of your life. And we'll see how that works out. In less of these people that, in the government shutdown in America, that'll be getting fired now for not turning up at work because they were getting loads of money for not turning up. Well, that's changing now. You got to go out and work or you don't get paid. We will be in the forest if the pit prices keep going. We will. We'll be wiping our asses on leaves. They will go down in the end. It's just things are going on why this is going on. People say, oh, the prices, they will in the end. We've got to remember the children were first. But yeah, it's all coming. It's all coming. We just have to hold on there. But we can laugh about it. But do you know what I mean? It only applies to them. Yeah, only applies to them. I'll tell you what else before we go makes me laugh when you're looking around on like platforms like TikTok and that. A girl was doing an impression the other day and I thought that was absolutely hilarious. If anybody's, they probably do it on Instagram as well, but get these young influencers. I'm absolutely sick of hearing the same programming when they're selling stuff, not selling their own stuff, selling stuff of off TikTok or wherever. And these young girls like selling makeup and they're like, I hate these words because they all sound like robots because they all say the same thing. Like the new one at the minute, it's so iconic. It's iconic. It's literally. I hate that. Literally, I hate that word. Literally, literally. I'm so obsessed. So obsessed. That's what they say. They all say the same thing. Oh my god, this cup of tea. Literally. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed. This tea. Buy it now. Buy it from Morrison's. So obsessed. Obsessed. This hair colour, oh my god, so obsessed. This hair, this colour, I'm obsessed. I hate it. We've all got this long drawn out. I can't even do the accent. Like so obsessed, so obsessed. I think I'm Kim Kardashian. I'm so obsessed, literally. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this cup of tea. I hate it. I just sit there thinking, oh, are you reading off a script? You're not obsessed with it. You're just obsessed with getting your money off TikTok, wherever it is. I'm so obsessed. Yeah, it's so fake. Yeah, because they're all just saying the same thing. It's not unique. They all say the same thing. It's like, oh, that influencer, she's big. She says that. Oh God, I hope I don't start saying that. So upset. I'm so obsessed. Look at this bag. It's green. I'm just obsessed with the colour. Literally giving me iconic vibes. Yeah, robotic. That's what I think. I'll come off here in a bit. I'll be watching something and something will be going, I'm so obsessed. Yeah. It's so iconic. Sick of hearing that word at the minute. It's what's in fashion. Influencers. I hate when they're selling stuff on TikTok. I'd love to sell my stuff, but when they're just selling anything willy nilly, believe me, I've brought a few things off there. Some are good, but some are shit. Some of they're just saying it. I hate if you've seen this before I go. Have you seen the perfume one? I fell for it and got it and thought it doesn't smell. I'm gonna get a perfume. It isn't this perfume, but so they have this little perfume. It's not this Agent Provocateur. This was my mum's. I don't even wear it. It's just pink. But they had this little bottle of, is it hormone, like a hormone thing that's supposed to attract you? Hi, William, where you like, it's supposed to attract, like, if a girl wears it, all the men are like round him. And it was like, oh yeah, and it was dead funny because there was like a guy going, oh my God. And I sniffed my girlfriend's perfume and I was like, oh, what's that? You know, like he was trying to kiss her and be all over. And she was like, oh, it's this perfume. And then I did buy one, but then I kept seeing the advert that people doing it after, and I was just proper calling them out because they were all reading off the same script, and it was all like, "Oh, this perfume, yeah." I went up to this woman; she was older. He was like this young lad, and he's like walking down the street, and I went up to him and said, "Oh my God, what's that perfume?" And like he was in love with her and all that. It was this perfume. I'm telling you now, when I got this perfume, that was about that big, like a roller bottle thing. I thought it was just going to be this really gorgeous smell, and I thought I'd spray it, and my fella would be like, "Oh, you smell nice. Oh, what's that smell?" I sprayed it. Honestly, this was might have been the other year, and I was sort of walking past him, thinking he was going to be like, "Oh, he didn't say anything." It didn't even smell that strong. It didn't even smell like it was just boring. I thought it was going to be this, that I'd smell it and think, oh my God, that's such a nice smell. People are going to be like, my God. Like sometimes when you go past someone and they've got like a nice perfume and you're like, oh, what's that smell? No. And then I kept seeing people doing it and all these stories they were coming up with. It was hilarious because obviously they've been told off TikTok that, they're selling stuff. So they get sent stuff. So it's like, They don't believe in the stuff. They're just selling it. That's what makes me laugh when you see it. You do see it with a lot of like stuff they sell. Everyone says the same sort of thing. There's even women I've seen on there selling makeup where they don't wear makeup anyway. They probably wouldn't even know where to put the thing that they'd be selling, but they're making out as if they use it, and if like, oh god, it is quite funny. I don't like that. I like people who tell the truth. I've seen people on TikTok who've gone, I've bought these trousers. Do you know what? They're rubbish. Don't buy them. Literally gone, I thought they were really good material or not, because I bought something and they've gone, oh, the material's really nice. I've got it. And it's been like polyester crap again. And I'm like, because they just want the commission. If I was a seller on TikTok, I would tell you the truth. I'd just be like, this is, it's not the scent for me. It might be for you, but I don't really like it. No, probably wouldn't get paid that much, but whatever. But then I think you'd get people coming back to you, because if you were telling the truth, they're going to buy the things that you actually had a good review on, and not just selling things for selling things' sake, you know. So when I find people like that and I've ordered something and I like it, I'll go back to that page. The others, I'm not really interested, because I like people who give a proper review. I'm obsessed with the green though. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Yeah, so how long have I been on? So, yeah, if you don't see it, you'll see it now. You'll see people going, I'm obsessed. It's iconic. It's normally these young ones. Anyway, I'm going to go because it's 9:15 and I came on at 8. And I'll be back soon. May come on for a little bit tomorrow, may not. I'll let you know. Because sometimes I say it. When sometimes I say I'm coming on and I don't come on, it's not because sometimes I just get comfy watching something or get tired and then I think, oh, I'll go on another day. You know what I'm like? I've not changed that way. Oh, the bullshit is more visible than ever, isn't it, when you've got your bullshit detector glasses on? I told a friend at work the other day, watch They Live. They Live. You know, when he puts his glasses on. If you don't know the film, the old film from the, is it 1918? 19, I don't know when it's from. And he puts his glasses on and he sees all the bullshit. And he puts them down and he's like, he even sees the aliens, you know, these people among us that look like humans that are not humans. And it's all to do. Yeah, it's a great documentary. It's a documentary about mainstream media pulsing this fucking false information out that makes people see things differently. When you put the glasses on, you see all the, you know. I don't want to tell you more because you might not have seen it. It is quite a good old film, so if you can find it, watch it. And like Lois said, it's a great documentary, just like The Matrix. Oh yeah. So great chat. Thank you, Fairy. So yeah. So I'm going to be hoping to do some artwork. So if I manage to do some artwork, I will show you that. Doodling, people, is really good for your mind. Creating just good for your mind. Just doodle anything. Don't have to be for anyone. It's just like sometimes I make things just for me and then think, oh yeah, I could make a print of that. And crocheting. Crocheting is really good for your head, your connections. So ladies and men out there, maybe try a bit of crochet. You might like it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I was drawing. No, that was just the face I didn't really finish off. And I know I kept saying that thing. I would love to put a colouring book out. You know, I don't think it's that hard to do, but like I said, I'm terrible. See, that was just a doodle. I did that, never finished off. It says, I am consciousness. Magic mushrooms. Oh, yeah. So, before I go, for the people who didn't come in at the beginning, the mushroom guy that I was making, well, it's going to be a woman, I think. I put little lashes on. I'm just testing it out. I don't know what I'm doing. I made the eyes. They got glitter in them. It's gonna have a mouth and a nose and everything, and I just don't know what's going on with it yet. So you'll see this come to life a little bit more when I've managed to put some more time in it with the bags that I'm making and everything else. See how distracted I get. Sure, I've got ADHD, don't know. Sure, I have. And then, like I said, I've got these purses to finish off. A purse for a friend and 3 more purses to finish off. I've got a lot to do. So between doing things for friends, I'm trying to make stuff to put on a website. Yeah, I am quite busy with full-time work as well. So I'm going to go with the lashes. Yeah, they're really, it's the lashes I've got, which I like lashes, but every time I try them, they irritate my eyes. And saying that, I've got like a swollen eye here. I don't know if you can tell, but I had a swollen eye this morning and it's still there. But I haven't put them on. But they had tiny ones where I thought I might stick them on my mushroom because I think it looked quite cute. You could like mushrooms as kiwi. Yeah, I thought about that, putting them on keychains, but I also thought about like having little ones that you could sit on your bookshelf or something like that. I think they'd be quite cute. So I might make some more, but I'm gonna test how this comes out. With like a mushroom. So cute, reminds me of the podlings. Yeah, oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, the dark crystal. There's another documentary about the spiritual and the physical coming together as one. If you haven't seen Dark Crystal, go and watch it. It's on Netflix, and then you can watch the second one. But yeah, so yeah, that's how distracted I get. One day I'm like, I'm making a bag, and then I'm like, oh, I think I need to make a mushroom, and then I'm like, I think I need to do my purses, and then I'm like, I think I need to make a jumper. Anyway, that's just me. So yeah, I've made clay mushrooms. Yeah, clay mushrooms. I think have I made clay mushrooms? I think I have. I made some out of wood. My fella's got them somewhere. Downstairs. I made him when we got together. I made him a mushroom wand. And do you want to see what he made me? Because I think it's upstairs. So before I go, I made him some mushroom wands because I've got a whittling knife, and he whittled out of a twig this ring. Ooh. And it says this ring, and he engraved on it, or did he write on it? I think he wrote on it. Binded by trees, because we had this experience with some trees when we were camping. Mushrooms. We had an experience when I had dreadlocks in, and he saw me as a Celtic witch. It was mad, and we were connected by vines and things. Oh, it was it was magic. Binded by trees. It fits there. Anyway, best ring ever. Hello, I love the accent. Thank you, Lizzie. Hello, if anyone's new. But yeah, and that's when we first met. I made him a magic mushroom. It was like a mushroom wand. I'll try and get them next time to remember. With crystals wrapped around it, and I'd met his friend for the first time. It was a girl, because he's got lots of friends, girls as well. And I met her for the first time, getting like the okay, when you've got a new date. And I never met her, and I made her a card when I used to make handmade cards, and I also made her a magic mushroom wand with crystals on it, saying Pussy Mama on it, because that was a daft nickname she used to have. And she loved it, and she still got it. And he made me that. So yeah, one ring to bind them all. Exactly. Lord of the Rings. Binded by trees. Different reality. What? But yeah, binded by trees. There's my handmade crystal trees in my bedroom. Yeah, see, I was making them, and then I stopped, and I was like, oh, I'll make some for my house. I have actually decided as well what I want to do is also make a lot of artwork for my actual house, because I'm thinking I need to decorate the hallway. I've been needing to do it for years, and I'm thinking, what artwork? And I'm thinking, Janine, put your own artwork on there. So that's another reason why I'm going to be painting, because I want to get a big picture of something. So yeah, thanks for coming anyway. And I hope you had a laugh. And if anyone has come in who's new now, watching live or after, you're welcome. And I will see you soon. Have a lovely evening and a lovely Sunday. I might come on tomorrow. I don't know. Or might put some pictures through of these in a better lighting, what I've been crafting. Definitely put your own artwork up in your house. I know, because it's the energy and everything. Why do I? Yeah, that's what I need to do. So I'm working on. I'm just thinking about what I want to sort of. I'm saying thinking about, because I normally just do it, but yeah, I want a pink hallway as well. There's too much male energy in this house, honestly. I need a bit of pink. Need a bit of pink. Yeah, I will be doing so. Thanks everybody for coming in. Lois, Mary, Faylight. Who else did we have? Lizzie and the Nightmare Funny Fry. Who else did we have? I'm sorry, I really can't be bothered scrolling all the way up. I think we had Revel, and I think we had a lot of people. If you don't put your name at the bottom, I can't shout you out. I just hate scrolling all the way up. Everyone that came in, now and after. And yeah, like I say, if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you over the weekend. I'm going with my sister tomorrow to see my dad, Waxman. We'll be talking about things going on because my sister's well awake now. Yeah, so yeah, I love you all too, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I don't know where the button is. It's there.